Hey, greetings, my friends. James Jordan, the best networker alive, come to you today in episode 2 of the Marketing Sensei Series, and I have the honor and the privilege of having Erica Udeanu on the line. She's a phenomenal marketer. I was listening to a call yesterday that she was on, and she just inspired me. I've talked to her several times via Facebook, and I've gotten a lot of value just from those little tidbits, but, I have the ability to quiz her and grill her today, and she's just going to be sharing with you guys exactly how to go out and start getting the results that you want in your life and in your business, right? So with that being said, Erica, I just want to bring you out, and I just want to say welcome to the call. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here. And I'm so excited when someone tries to say my last name. So, big shout out to you, man. Awesome. You got it right.
Thank you. So, Erica, what I want to do is I want you to just get right into it. I want you to share, your story. I want people to get to know you, more about you, so that they can really be inspired like I was.
Well, it's really funny. Everyone says, "Oh my God, I don't have a story." And I remember when we first got into this industry, they said you've got to tell your story. And I remember thinking, but I'm so boring. Like I have no story. You hear these people like, that they were homeless, or they're alcoholics, or they had drug addictions, and something. They had a story, right? And sometimes I used to wish, oh my God, couldn't I have done something like that? But no, I'm just a boring old art auctioneer. But in and of itself, my story is kind of powerful in that I was kind of like the victim, like so many people were, of the crash of 2008. My husband and I worked on cruise ships. We had a commission-only job, and we were selling a high-end product, which of course was artwork, to put on the walls. And unfortunately, after the financial crisis of 2008, well, people, they were struggling to pay their mortgages. So for them to even consider putting something up on the walls, it didn't make any sense. So we really struggled for about 3 years to try and put our career back together again, but it just wasn't going to happen. And if you know our story, our breaking point came when we opened up a commission check for $9.38, and
Mm-hmm.
we looked at this check. Everyone has a breaking point. Everyone has a breaking point, and it was that check. We've been holding on for 3 years, and we looked at it, and I got my calculator out and I did the math on that. I said, honey, we've just been working for 17 cents an hour for this past week. I mean, this is ludicrous. Like, how long was it going to go on, right?
Yeah.
And so I always remember I reached across the desk on the ship, and I put my hand on top of his hand, and I said, honey, if we work this hard in our own business as we do this job, we would have to be successful. We would have to be, because we're hard workers. We work really hard. We invest in our education, like you have. You're a master's student here. We invest in our education. We invest in everything we possibly can to give the most value we can to whatever it is that we're doing, right? And it wasn't paying off anymore. So we had to, see the writing on the wall. And we had been introduced to a network marketing business, and we didn't know it was network marketing. We didn't know anything. All we knew was we'd been introduced to a travel business, and we were going to make $5,000 a month doing absolutely nothing, and everything was going to be sweet. And so we literally quit our jobs. Like, after that check, we quit our jobs. We walked off the ship, and we went home to New Zealand to build this, home-based business. And I always remember we had seen a video by Mike Dillard, and we'd seen a video by Jonathan Budd before we left the ship. And I swear to you, James, I thought we were going to go home and we were going to be the next Mike Dillard of New Zealand. And a few viewers aren't sure who Mike Dillard is. He's just like a gazillion-dollar guru in our field. And I honestly believe that's where we were headed, right? And reality set in really quickly. It took about a month for us to realize that we had completely been given, a bum steer. No one gets paid $5,000 a month for doing nothing. And building a home-based business offline didn't suit our personalities at all. So we ended up going online, trying to find a way to get leads for our offline business. And that's when we stumbled upon, what we're doing now. It's how we stumbled upon an industry that literally taught us how to market anything online and be extremely profitable and successful. And that's how you and I have connected, and that's how we've basically gotten to where we are, is by being introduced to this business, being introduced to the educational products, going through the products, and then applying what we've learned in the products. And I mean, that's our story in an absolute nutshell. You know, I don't mean to simplify it, but it really is, you know, from pure desperation to just finding the right opportunity at the right time, plugging into a system that was working for other people and doing what we were told to do. You know, we just remained obedient to the system and, yeah, just did what we were told to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was something that I want you to touch a little bit more on, you know, that's really important that you just said, and that's being obedient, right? And they get what to do, they kind of just go in the opposite direction. So what do you say to people who get started and then stop? How do, like, what was the shift that caused you to be obedient to the system that allowed you to get the results that you have
You want the honest answer?
today?
Pure desperation. Pure desperation. I talk about this on one of our calls. We had no plan B. You know, the way we'd left our jobs was a little bit unsavory, you know, for our employer. And we were basically unemployable. So we couldn't go back, you know, to what we were doing, even if we wanted to. And at one point, we weren't too sure if this was actually going to work out for us because we weren't being obedient to the system. We were trying to take shortcuts, and we thought we knew some stuff that we didn't know. We actually did go out into the workforce, and we looked at jobs, you know, in our area. And that was when it dawned on us that we are completely unemployable. We cannot get a job here. Like well, we could have if I wanted to, you know, work at a supermarket. That was all I was qualified to do, you know. And I'm like, no, come on. I'm in my mid-40s. I don't need to be looking at, you know, supermarket jobs. This is crazy. So for us, it was pure desperation. And I remember the biggest turning point for us was when I got to my first event in Atlanta, Georgia in June of 2012. And I saw these ordinary people up on stage, no different to you, no different to I, holding up these massive checks. And I remember I saw a forklift driver up there, and he had a big check, you know, for $27,000. Income disclaimer, results not typical. You know, you actually had to do some work to make $27,000. And I looked at him, and he had a white towel around his neck, and he was wearing a singlet. He had, you know, baggy jeans on and some boots, and I'm like, oh no, you don't. Oh no, you do not. Oh no, you do not. And that was a turning point for me. And you know, the owner of the company stressed at the end of that weekend, follow the 8 core commitments. If you follow the 8 core commitments, you too will be up here on stage. And I'm like, so what? You mean I only have to follow the 8 core commitments, which are pretty easy? You know, what do? You know, we read daily, we listen to audios daily, we blog daily, we market daily. You know, we do a host of other things daily. Well, you can't go to an event daily, but that is one of the 8 core commitments. That we follow a system and we're obedient to the system. And it's really interesting that when we decided to be obedient to the system, the results came, you know?
Absolutely. Now, for those of the people that are watching this, right, and they're like, well, what's the real secret? You know, Erica, what are you doing to get results? What would you suggest to people who are first getting started marketing online and, you know, they don't know where to start, they're seeing a bunch of information, they're suffering from information overload? What are the key 1 to 2 strategies that you would recommend for them to do so that they can go out and start getting targeted traffic, leads, and sales in their business consistently?
Okay, well, I'll share with you the 2 things that we did. I can only ever speak from experience. You know, where we are now is very different to when we started, but what I'm about to share with you is what I share with our entire team when they're brand new. I beg your pardon. Brand new people, when they come in, this is what I share with them. And that is that the 2 best strategies you can ever learn how to master, which are free strategies, are, and don't cringe, blogging, okay, and video marketing. They are both free. Now, before I talk about them quickly, I want to let you know that I went to Atlanta looking for the secret. I did. I was brand new in the industry, and I went to Atlanta looking for the secret. I'm like, surely someone's going to tell me the secret. They're going to tell me the best capture pages to use. They're going to tell me the best funnels to use. They're going to tell me the best places to get traffic. Someone's going to share the secret. And what I discovered was there is no secret, which actually was quite a big relief to find out that there is no secret. And I always remember one great leader said to me on the very last night of the event, he said, Erica, you go home and you cut videos, and you cut 1 video every day. And it was really fascinating. I was scared. I was petrified of cutting a video. I remember, you know, I tell people this all the time. I grab my phone like this, and I'm doing my first video, and I'm like, I'm like, oh, come on. Oh, no. I was petrified. Like, I sat on the couch maybe 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Look, what am I scared of? Probably no one's going to watch my first video anyway. And they didn't. But getting the first one done, you know, it was in the bag. You know, once the first one was done, the rest were kind of easy. The reason I stress video marketing is because it allows your prospects, your people, your community who are about to join you, it allows them to get to know you, to like you, and trust you. You know why? They can see your eyes, they can see your expression, they can see your hands, they can see if you're open or if you're closed. They get to see you, they get to see you. And how much of our communication is nonverbal? I think it's about 90%, right? So if 90% of our communication is nonverbal, how do you express that? Well, it's not going to be through audio. It's going to be through video so people can see you. And once you get the knack of it, video is so easy because that little green dot that you're staring at, like I'm staring at, like James is staring at right now, it becomes your best friend. And you're talking to one person that you want to make change in. One person. I have one goal every day. If I can enhance one person's life by something I've said, by something I've written, by something I've done, then, you know, I can sleep easy tonight. And it's all about that little green dot. And through that little green dot in front of your, you know, the computer that you're on or your iPhone, whatever it is you're recording from, you can change lives. And it gets easier and easier the more you do. In the beginning, I felt like throwing up before every single video. I honestly did. And now I think I've probably done maybe 2,000 videos. I don't care. I turn the camera on. I don't care. I don't care. Because I know what we do matters. I know what we do makes a difference. And I know that it's the most powerful form of communication. Okay, and it's free. Now, the second thing I do recommend that everyone brand new master is blogging. And the reasons are so simple. A, it is free. Blogging is a free content strategy method. The second thing is it allows you to show up as an expert in whatever it is you are talking about. Because as we know, if it's written on the internet, it must be real, must be true. Okay? So it allows you to show up as an expert in your niche, as an authority. It gives you credibility. And your blog is your front office. You know, if you were going to go out and get a franchise and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, buying something, you know, like Mickey D's or something like that, you want a storefront, okay? You want a storefront. You want somewhere that people can turn up to, right? So your blog is where they turn up to, you know. And on their blog, what do they find? They find your videos. They find your content. They find your awesomeness. And it all starts from the blog. And the beautiful thing about a blog is no one can take it away from you. It is yours. You own it. You own the content. You own the space. You own the domain. No one can take that away from you. It is yours. You build that up over time, 12 months. 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Oh my goodness, you have an age domain. You are a guru in anyone's eyes. Okay, so those are the two things that I stress with, you know, with our new team members when they come on board is start cutting your videos straight away. And yes, you're gonna suck. You're gonna hate it. It's gonna be the worst thing you've ever done. Okay, but get used to it. Okay, and start blogging. I don't care what you blog about. In the first couple of days, I don't care what you blog about. You won't even know what you want to blog about until you find your own style. And that comes with time, you know. The other thing I'd always tell people is don't wait to be perfect, you know. Perfect inaction beats imperfect action all the time, okay? I'll repeat that in case anyone missed it. Perfect inaction. No, did I get that wrong? I'm always getting this wrong. Yeah, no.
No, you got it right.
Action, yeah, imperfect action beats perfect inaction all the time. Don't wait to be perfect. A lot of people, they spend so much time waiting to get ready. Oh, you know, when my hair's done. Oh, when my makeup's done. Oh, when I've, you know, the light's right. Oh, when. No, now is the only time. Now is all there is. Don't wait to be perfect, you know. So that's what I would recommend. You know, anyone brand new getting started, it's the easiest way to get started. It is the least expensive way. And to be quite truthful with you, it's permanent. And it's so powerful. It's so much more powerful than, you know, like paid ads. Paid ads are very fast, very quick. You know, you place an ad, boom, you get some clicks, you get some leads, and depending on how your conversion strategies are, you know, sometimes it's not that beneficial. Okay. Whereas your organic stuff, it brings in consistent leads every single day because it's pure value. So that's what I would say.
Absolutely. And, as you were talking, you were piercing my soul. Your level of communication is so, like, awesome. I just got to give you credit for that. And what you shared is so true. It's so important. Blogging and video are two of the easiest strategies that anyone and everyone can do, right, to get started. They're free strategies. And like you said, paid campaigns, you have to, data mine and you got to go through all this stuff versus just cutting on a camera and shooting a video or writing a blog post about something that you're passionate about. So, Erica, I definitely appreciate you for coming out for the Marketing Sensei series. For people that want to get in touch with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Oh, the easiest thing is just on Facebook. I'm a Facebook diva. I'm on Facebook all day long. And no, I don't sit there refreshing the newsfeed. No, I'm communicating. I'm connecting. I love the human aspect to this business. I'm not big on the paid stuff. We do a little bit of that, but it's kind of like, I love my warm market. I love meeting humans. I love connecting with humans. The thing with paid traffic is it's cold. You don't know who's coming into your funnel. It's the strangers, and sometimes they don't like you. Right? You get to meet beautiful people, and you get to build relationships, and over time, people then go, hey, what is this business you're doing? So Facebook's the best way to connect with me. I love it. It's where I hang out all day long.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I definitely appreciate you for coming out and making the time, and giving the value and sharing all the golden nuggets that you did. So for those of you that are watching this live, you're watching this on a recording, use what Erica shared, okay? That's the one thing that I would say to you is after watching this, actually apply what it is that she taught you, because I'm telling you, it's going to change your life, it's going to change your circumstances, and your business is going to start growing faster and quicker, my friend. So this is James Jordan, Best Networker Alive, signing out. Marketing Sensei Series Episode 2, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Ciao.